So recently, I have read a book called Moody's at the Morisaki bookshop, the international bestseller by Satoshi Yagisawa. I have read this book and I was amazed. The storyline is amazing, the lessons were great, and those simple lessons we all know we all need to learn because somewhere in this concrete jungle we forget those lessons which we already know, right? But these books will bring it to life. So I have read this book a few weeks ago, and it is a very tiny book. You can read it in a day. I have read this in a week because I read only 20 to 30 pages in it. So it is an amazing book which has deep lessons and with deep meaning. And some of the paragraphs has a huge impact on me. That's why I marked on it and highlighted for myself so that whenever I want to learn something from this book, I can directly come to those highlighted paragraphs and read it for myself to recall the lessons that I have learned previously from the book. Okay, so the paragraph goes something like this that I will read for you directly from the book. So it is goes like something this: if you won't open your heart, it's selfish to expect the other person alone to open theirs to you. Don't you think? Unless you take the first step, I don't think anything's going to get better. Vada is a human being after all. He might get tired of living with your chronic indecisiveness, and if that happens, you'll be the one to regret it. So, this is the main thing that I have learned. Okay, let me tell you the scenario. Okay, so there is a girl named Takako, and her boyfriend is Vada. One day, when Takako is going home lately from his office, she saw that her boyfriend, Vada, is talking with another woman, and she's none other than ex. Then Takako overthink that he's cheating on him and blah blah blah. All you can say a woman can imagine. Okay, that's all. And when she felt sad about by watching those two together, then she come to his auntie Momoko and she expressed everything to her. Then Momoko said these paragraphs to her. And as you know, how much depth in this paragraph is. If you are a lover, if you had a breakup, then you can relate, right? Okay, so let me tell you the second paragraph that I love to share with you. Okay, the second and third paragraph is together. I marked it together so it will be easy for you. Yeah. First of all, let me read it for you. Then I'll tell you why it's important and what I have learned from this. The lessons can be vary from person, but the lesson of this book won't change. Okay. So let me tell you first. The paragraph goes something like this: Thank you for crying over me. When you are sad, don't try to hold it in. It's okay to cry a lot. The tears are there because you have got to go on living. You are going on living, which means there will be more things to cry about. They will come at you from all sides. So don't ever try to hide from the sadness. When it comes, cry it out. It's better to keep moving forward with that sadness. That's what it means to live. As you can see, the lesson here that I have learned from this paragraph is that no matter what happens to you, if you want to cry, just cry. If you are a female, it will be easy for you to cry in anywhere. But if you are a male guy or a person, then the toxic masculinity something goes like this that mans don't cry, right? But that's not totally true. If you don't cry, you are not a human being. You are not a living. You are not living your own life. Okay, we are humans are the creatures of emotions. Okay, that's what make us living. So whenever you want to cry as a man, then you can cry. But if you think, okay, I'll tell you my secret. If you cannot cry in public area or it will make you uncomfortable, then you can follow me. No matter what happens to your day, just came home at night, go to your bed, grab a pillow, just cry it. Just cry it. I mean, if you want to cry it, just do it. If you want to sob it, just sob it. If you want to, I mean, no matter what you want to do, just do it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Because after that, you'll feel a relief, a stress released that is holding you back, and then you can start your day again with a better mood. Then again, there's come to the third paragraph that I would like to say. That's why if it seems like Satoru isn't able to cry after I die, I want you to be with him. We never had any children, so you are the only person I can think of to ask. If Satoru closes himself off from the world, yell at him and make him cry. What I hope more than anything is that if he cries, he'll be able to move forward. Okay, so these are the three paragraphs that will be stuck on my mind forever because this book taught me that we are human beings. We are creatures of emotions. Okay, but this society has put some toxic masculinity in our mind from our childhood. So if a man want to cry, he cannot cry in public, he cannot cry in front of mans, He cannot cry in front of his friends. He cannot cry in front of his family. So if you are a man just like me, and if you want to cry, then you can follow me. No matter how's your day, just came home at night or even at a day, but crying at night will be better for everyone. Okay. If you want to cry in a day, just hold it. Say to yourself, I'll give you some time. Just stay in me. Then came home, throw your bag, go to bed, grab a pillow and just cry. No matter how much you can cry, just cry it. If you have a wife, if you have an understanding wife, then go to her, then lay your head in her chest and say nothing and just cry. If she asks something, don't reply it, just cry. And after you have finished crying, she will ask you again what happened. Then you can tell her about what went wrong and what's wrong with you and your emotions, right? So this is the lesson that I have got it from this book, and I will urge you to read this book because it's an amazing book. And if you are a man, you must read this because most people don't cry. And I can tell you by looking at your face, you cannot cry because those who cries, their faces are like flowers. They're blooming. Okay, for most people, uh, especially women, they cry whenever they are a girl because society taught us you are a girl, you can cry in front of anybody. Okay, so that you can play victim card. Sorry for that, I didn't mean to say that, but okay, you can understand it, right? So this is it. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay curious and keep learning.